Welcome back to our channel. I'm Mark with Modus AV. In our last video, we uncovered some HiFi secrets and explored what HiFi is. Today, we're diving deep and covering all things amplifiers, preamps, integrated amps, and receivers, and what makes them an integral part of your HiFi setup. Whether you're a music aficionado or just stepping into the realm of high-fidelity audio, understanding amplifiers is key to unlocking the true potential of your sound system. Let's start with what an amplifier is. Simply put, it's the powerhouse behind your audio setup. An amplifier takes input voltage from a music source and converts it to output power for your speakers. A high-quality amplifier can provide the power and control needed to drive your speakers, bringing out their full potential. So don't underestimate the role of the amplifier in your HiFi setup. Also, don't overestimate the amount of power you need. Not every system needs 100 watts per channel or more. For example, a moderately efficient pair of speakers will play pretty loud in an average size room with only 35 watts per channel. But it's not just about cranking up the volume, it's about delivering clean, accurate sound. What makes a difference is the quality of that power. Now, amplifiers come in various classes, each with its own characteristics and performance traits. First up, we have Class A amplifiers. When you think Class A, think always on. Class A amps operate with a constant stream of current, which in turn makes them less efficient due to continuous power consumption. They also create and waste a lot of heat. About 75% of the energy that isn't converted to sound is converted to heat, and the rest is converted to rich, glorious music. Moving on to Class B, I like to think of the bench at a football game. Class B amp outputs are off until they are needed. Similar to a rookie on the bench, you call them up when you need them. Sometimes you can hear audible noise when the different parts inside the amp turn on. These amps split the input signal into two halves, assigning each to separate transistors for better efficiency. However, they can suffer from distortion at the point where the signal halves meet, which makes them less ideal for home audio systems. Next, you have Class AB amplifiers. They're a fusion of Class A and Class B, combining the linearity of Class A with the efficiency of Class B. So you get the best of both worlds. The parts that convert input voltage to output power are never fully off like Class B and not always on like Class A. This design minimizes distortion while maintaining a decent level of efficiency, meaning 60% of the input voltage is converted to music while the other 40% is lost as heat. And now we have Class D amplifiers. This class is often incorrectly referred to as digital amplification. The D is really just a class denominator. Think of D for digital switching, not digital output. Of all the amp classes, these are the pinnacle of efficiency. They convert 90% of input voltage into sound and waste only 10% of output power as heat. This class has quickly become popular for its smaller size and is commonly found in compact hi-fi components, headphones, portable speakers, and other electronics. So there you have it, Class A, B, AB, and D amplifiers, each with their own strengths and applications. When choosing the right amplifier for your setup, consider factors like power efficiency, distortion, and your specific audio needs, like what kind of speakers are you going to use. Now, there are other classes of amplifiers such as H, G, and so on, but chances are you won't run into them unless you have a specific project or niche. Whew. Well, that was a lot to cover on just amplifiers alone. Now, taking what we've learned, let's build upon it by covering preamps and how they can improve your hi-fi setup. The preamp, also known as a voltage amplifier, is designed to take weak signals and make them stronger so they can be amplified without adding noise. Preamps don't generate enough wattage to power a set of speakers. It's the job of an amplifier to take a preamplified signal and further boost it to a level that can power speakers or headphones effectively, allowing you to hear the sound at an audible volume level. In many audio systems, a preamp and an amplifier are combined into a single unit called an integrated amplifier, with the preamp selecting the source, preparing the signal, and controlling the volume, and the amplifier delivering the power needed to produce enough volume to power the speakers, all in one box. The general rule in hi-fi is that splitting each stage of the music reproduction chain into its own single unit will give you a better overall sound, primarily because each unit will have its own power supply and the circuits are physically further apart from each other and shielded in their own enclosures so they don't pick up noise from each other. Finally, let's cover receivers. Basically, if you take a preamp, amp, and a tuner, for that thing called radio, and combine them all into one unit, you have a receiver. Designed for simplicity, they include various inputs and outputs for connecting to other audio devices. Some receivers also include a music streamer or additional channels of amplification and processing for surround sound or multi-room audio. So there you have it, the beginner's guide to hi-fi audio. Chapter 2. We hope this video has given you a better understanding of how preamps, amps, and receivers work in your audio setup. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, drop us a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content. Happy listening! And covering all things. Pause for a second. For some reason, I was just thinking of like Tim Cook doing a product introduction. The iPad was kind of drifting this way, so I feel my eyes going like that.